Welcome to the State of the Street Show. Today I wanted to continue the conversation surrounding the LTAP program, which stands for the Legislative Transparency Accessibility Program. It is important that we move beyond the idea alone and begin discussing implementation, because a vision without access is only a conversation. Part 2 of this initiative focuses on something practical, modern, and absolutely necessary: establishing LTAP directly through the incarcerated tablet program so legislative access can become immediate, direct, and consistent for the incarcerated population. In today's world, technology has become one of the primary gateways to education, communication, rehabilitation, and information. Correctional facilities across this country already utilize secure tablet systems for messaging, educational courses, music, legal research, and rehabilitation programming. The infrastructure already exists. So the question becomes, if incarcerated individuals could access entertainment and communication platforms through tablets, why should they not also have access to legislative sessions discussing their future? The LTAP program proposes that recorded legislative sessions involving criminal justice reform, parole laws, sentencing adjustments, rehabilitation initiatives, reentry policies, and prison reform measures be made available directly through institutional tablet systems. This creates direct accessibility, no delays, no gatekeeping, no selective distribution, direct access. This matters because many incarcerated individuals are disconnected from the legislative process entirely. They often hear about policy changes months later through rumors, secondhand conversations, or fragmented information. Some never hear about important reforms at all until those decisions have already reshaped their future. That disconnect creates frustration. It creates confusion, and it creates mistrust between institutions and the people they govern. But LTAP changes that. When legislative recordings are uploaded directly into incarcerated tablet systems, individuals gain the ability to hear discussions firsthand. They can listen to lawmakers debate rehabilitation funding, parole reform, educational initiatives, sentencing structures, and reentry support systems directly from the source instead of relying on speculation. That level of transparency changes psychological environment inside correctional facilities, because information creates engagement. Engagement creates awareness, and awareness creates preparation. When people feel informed, they begin to think differently about their future. They begin to understand how policies are formed, how advocacy works, and how civic systems operate. That understanding becomes part of rehabilitation itself. This is not about giving special treatment. This is about providing equal informational access to the people most affected by criminal justice legislation. And let us be clear, a person being incarcerated should not eliminate their right to understand laws and policies directly impacting their future. The tablet implementation model also makes this program realistic and cost-effective. Facilities already maintain digital systems. LTAP would simply integrate legislative recordings and categorize public policy content into existing infrastructures. This is achievable, and more importantly, this is necessary, because rehabilitation cannot fully function in darkness. Preparation cannot happen without information, and transparency cannot exist if access is blocked. The Legislative Transparency Accessibility Program through incarcerated tablet systems would represent a historical step toward a more informed correctional environment, one rooted in accountability, education, and preparation instead of confusion and disconnection. Today, I'm calling on all legislators, correctional administrators, technology providers, advocacy groups, and community leaders to come together and support the direct implementation of LTAP into incarcerated tablet systems nationwide. Let us modernize rehabilitation. Let us modernize transparency. And let us ensure that no incarcerated individual is left disconnected from the legislative conversations shaping their future. Because true rehabilitation requires access. True accountability requires transparency. And true progress requires the courage to build systems that educate instead of isolate. This is the state of the streets, y'all. Stay informed and always stay connected. We got a lot on our hands. 26 going into 27. Till next time, y'all.